Hiya lovelies, so today I'm going to be making my version of a sweet chili beef. Now I've made this recipe up kind of as I go along and we will see, but I have been making this now for the last number of years and it's always been a favourite. It's quick, it's easy, and depending on what ingredients you want to use, it can be extremely cheap. But to go with this now, I am going to be doing rice. So I'm going to be doing my rice in the Instant Pot. So I'm now going to show you how to do that, but then the main bulk is going to be in the air fryer. It doesn't have to be a fancy Ninja expensive one like this. I was making this for the last 6 months in my good old faithful Kasori over there. So any air fryer you have, this should work. So lovelies, let's get on. Now lovelies, I am going to be making my rice in my Instant Pot. So this is the Instant Pot recipe for rice that I follow. So this is just a small one, but again, it would apply to any of your Instant Pots. So I am taking some basmati rice. It's my favourite. Other brands are available. And this is just one that I have open at the moment. And I've just got a wee jug here and it's got 1 cup, which is kind of equivalent to the 250ml mark. Now this will give me 4 portions of rice. So there we go, about 1 cup of rice into the Instant Pot. Then I am going to be doing 1 cup here of water, just to start with. And then just on top of that, then I am going to go up to sort of what would be classed as a 75ml mark. So that's roughly that. Now I'm using, this is again optional, I'm using some Himalayan salt that I have here. You know, it's to taste, isn't it, really, I think. And again, I'm not using much. And to just sort of make sure that rice is covered. Now I'm going to be using, I'm not organised at all today. I'm going to be using, this is just some vegetable oil, use olive oil, anything you want like that. And just a couple of sprays. Now, back down here and pop the lid on, set it to sealing. And now on the front here, you have all your sort of presets. I hope you can see that. Now, basically, it does have the rice preset on it, but I don't like using that. I think it's rubbish. So I am going to go on to pressure cook. It's on high and I'm going to go for 4 minutes. Now that's going to start to do its own thing for maybe 10 minutes or so, and then we'd release it and we'll have a look. Okay, lovely. So I have some of this minute steak here, and all I'm going to do with it is just literally slice it. Do need a fairly sharp knife, which apparently mine isn't anymore. So we're just going to cut it up anyway. Not that bothered as long as it's you probably wouldn't even have to do this if you didn't want to. So now I'm going to pop all this into this bowl, and I'm going to do a 3rd piece just because. Minute steak is a really good one, and I find that if I actually cook it the way it's supposed to be cooked, it just doesn't, I don't know, it's just not right. So that's plenty in there for 2 people. Now I'm going to get rid of this chopping board. Bring this over here, and don't need that either. So in here now, this is where the cheat comes in. I am going to be using, other brands are available. I am going to be using this one, and it's a Thai style sweet chili sauce, and I am just absolutely amazed with it. We're about to hear some beeping in a second because the Instant Pot's doing with the rice. And take these now. These are a tablespoon measure, so I'm going to go 1, 2 good tablespoons there. Now I have some honey as well, just cheap and cheerful honey, if I can get it open, which has gone a bit hard, but it's fine, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, there's nothing wrong with it if I could get it out of the squeezy tube, which I can't, so put that down there. probably because the seal's still on it. How's that? All the mistakes and all lovelies. I could edit that out, but I'm not going to bother. So and then with 2 of them as well. And I have dark soy sauce here. You could use anything you want. There's absolutely no need. Everything looks so difficult on camera. You know yourself, lovelies, when you're doing it. So, and I am just going to put just under 1 of them in there. And I don't know why, but when I'm filming, I always end up with more dishes as well. How's that? But I'm just going to take my little spatula there. We don't want to waste any of that numminess. Numminess, do you hear this? Now, I want to mix all that really well together. Yeah. Now, if you want this as well, now you could add some more sort of herbs and seasoning. Actually, I think I might just do that. Ooh, what will we use? Use some garlic granules. Let's see. Me and the measurements. So roughly that much. So I am going to say that it's definitely half a teaspoon. I'm going to throw that in. And what else will I get out of the magic cupboard? Yeah, we'll go with a bit of black pepper as well. Why not? I need to get salt one of these, really. Like, I have the Himalayan one, but just a normal salt one. Just going to give that another good mix. Now, ideally, lovelies, if you can, leave this to kind of marinate and get all lovely sort of in the fridge, covered obviously in the fridge or whatever. So that's what I'm going to do. But obviously for you, it's only going to be a couple of seconds. So I'm going to get on, and the next thing you'll see is me probably chopping up veg. All right, lovelies. For sort of like the veggies I'm going to be putting in. So first of all, we're going to cut up an onion. No, it's good when I've got the purple chopping board out. You hear the dogs in the background. I don't know. It's one of them days today where everybody just seems to be. So I'm just going to slice these. Watch your fingers now if you're doing this. Like, I'm cooking for many years now at this stage, so you know. So that's an onion. Now I've got a green pepper. The easiest way to normally do them is to just push the center in, and she says the easiest way to do it, and then it goes arse up. Now, real life, unfortunately. I love these channels where everything just looks so simple and finesse and nothing ever goes wrong. Yes, it does. It's just you don't get to see them bits. That's that. I do want the rest of half of that. Now, I do cut out, lovelies, just that white membrane because I find it can be a wee bit bitter. And I don't know why, but why can't we eat the peppers out of, not the peppers, the seeds out of the peppers? Don't know. So I'll try and do it again. These are a bit soft, these peppers, so maybe that's why that's not working. So they've been in the fridge a while, that's why. I'm just going to leave that over there. Again, here's seeds. You can't even see me, can you? I'm not even... You just get the idea, don't you? Hopefully. So if anybody knows why we remove the seeds out of these, let me know down in the comments, because I ain't got a clue. But, and actually, do you know, if you do it that way, you're less likely to slip and chop off a finger. So, just worked out what's wrong with the dogs. It's their dinner time. So that's basically that. Then I do have some courgette as well. Can I fit it on? Yeah, we'll make it fit. So what am I going to do? Do you know, I'm going to cut off the end. And I'm going to do it like that, but then I am going to sort of turn it into little bits. So you get the gist, and we'll be back when we start cooking. Now on to the bit we've been waiting for, or you've skipped forward and you're getting to. So basically I've took my crisper tray out of the bottom there, and I've put about, I'd say 1 to 2 tablespoons of oil in the bottom of that. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on max crisp, and I am going to put that on to 5 minutes. So we'll be back then when it's heated up. Okay, that's just finished. We're going to take that tray out, and in goes, hold on, I'll bring this down. In goes your onion, peppers, courgette. We know it's hot enough because it's sizzling. So in on top of that, then I'm just going to put in a few garlic granules. So, now, all a real good toss in that oil. Back on, and we're going to go max crisp again for 5 minutes. Now we're sizzling away quite nicely there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the beef mixture that's been kind of marinating, and we're going to put that in with the veggies. Now the reason I'm not just pouring this all in, I'll show you in a minute. Though I could, because it's just taking too long, isn't it? No, come on. Now, with the rest of this, what's in here, first of all, hold on, let me just mix all that around. No metal in the thing, that's it. Throw that back in there for a second. Now, with what's left of that juice stuff that's in here, I have 50 millilitres of water, and I'm going to add that in, and it's just going to wash out the bowl. But what I'm going to do now, as with this, I'm making things look so complicated when it really isn't. So I'm just going to add that in there, like that. I'm going to take a spatula and just give that all a really, really good mix round. Oh, the smell is fabulous. Just try and get that as even as possible. There. We're going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on to max crisp again. And I'm going to do it for 10 minutes now, but I'm going to come back and check it at 5. Right, lovelies, I just want to show you my rice now. So it's all nice and fluffy. And basically it done its 4 minutes on high, and then it done 10 minutes of natural release. So yeah, that's ready to be plated up now. And this has just beeped. So we'll have a look in there. Can we see? So everything's looking, oh, it smells absolutely amazing. I'm just going to give it a good stir, and I don't know, hopefully the camera will get that. We've got that there, and that is going to be your kind of liquid then to go on top. But I'm just going to give it another 5 minutes on max crisp. So we go back up, back on, max crisp. Everything's 5 minutes at the minute until we get used to using this machine. So that should be it. So let's have a look, shall we? Oh, we're sizzling away nicely. Can we see that? The lighting's terrible. But there we go. Right, I'm going to dish up and we'll be back. We're all plated up and my mouth is watering. Oh, it even looks great. So we better give it a taste, you know. It's hot. It's just a taste of, you're getting that bit of chilli, but you're getting the sweetness of the honey too. Now, if I was just cooking this just for myself, I would add in, I'd say, another chilli, to be honest, a fresh chilli, because I like my food quite spicy. But that's me. I just have to try some of that beef because it's gone really nice and crispy. Nice bit of crisp. It might not have needed that last 5 minutes, so I don't know. I do have another recipe where I do, talking with my mouth full, such bad manners. Really good. But I do have another recipe where I kind of put like a coating on the beef, and I do it with chicken as well, and it comes out crispy. So I'll see if I can get that film for you, lovelies. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It is free to do so, and make sure to give me a thumbs up. It really helps my video out. And I will say a massive thank you for just spending some time with me, because time is very precious, and you know, it means a lot. So bye for now, lovelies, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.